Child Find Saskatchewan is a nonprofit charitable organization. We've been doing this for over 30 years, and we educate and prevent child abductions. We strive to reduce the number of missing children and persons in Saskatchewan, and we advocate for the rights of children and for the health and benefit of families of Saskatchewan. All services and programs that Child Find offers are free of charge. We charge nothing, and the other thing that we don't do is keep any personal information on your child. All information, all photos, all fingerprints, anything that goes on that card goes home with the parent, so that you don't have to ever worry about that information being used to promote Child Find or to try and get charitable dollars. It all goes home. It's all very, very, very private. Child Find has developed an All About Me ID program, and this is a clinic that we do at local malls. We do them for community associations, for fairs, safety days, that kind of thing. And we set up a booth where you can bring your infant child or your child up to probably about age 10 or 11. And in this booklet, we have room for a photograph, physical description of the child, their name, their address, and we put their fingerprints in there as well. What we want the parent to do is to fill out a physical description with pencil so that they can update that as the child grows and changes. There are safety tips in there, there's a checklist for parents. And the main goal of that and the main purpose of that booklet is to keep it in a safe, accessible place. So if your child were to go missing, that's not the time to start, flipping through your phone, trying to find a good picture, or going through your computer, or, if people even print photos anymore, trying to find that photo to give to law enforcement to search for your child. This booklet is accessible by anybody in the household. You give it to law enforcement, and if they can go on that information, that is just so much better. And the search can start now, rather than 10, 15 minutes from now, which can mean total difference if a child has been abducted. Mm-hmm. So that is the purpose of that, and it's not meant to scare anybody or to instill fear. It's a preventative thing, and we're kind of hoping that when people have families, they get maybe their SIN number and their health card, and they come and get an All About Me ID. And if you call us, we can tell you when our next clinic is. If you can't make it, we'll do it right here in the office for you. And it's kind of a fun experience for kids. And what we found is, because of the longevity of the program, that it has been going for over 30 years, we have parents bringing their kids in who they themselves have done an ID clinic when they were younger. So it has given them a sense of safety and security, and they remember it well and how fun it was to do that. So we highly encourage that, and we want people to come out, give us a call, and we'll let you know how you can get one done. Then we have now developed a program called Alert Youth, and that is for children 11 or 12 up to 18. So it's more of a youth-based program. The concept is based on the All About Me ID, but it's a little more directed to what teens go through, teen issues. The information there is a little more grittier. We talk about who might know where you are if you go missing. The physical descriptions might be more about tattoos and piercings and that kind of thing. And it just delves a little more into what youth are dealing with. That program, we can also do that. We usually do it with organizations, with schools, that kind of thing. But if you come to an ID clinic and your child is older and you would like an Alert Youth booklet, by all means, just ask one of the volunteers and we'll get that to you, and you can fill that out. And that's also to be kept in a safe, accessible place too, because the law enforcement, if they have that information to go on, it is just so much more expedient that it can reach the media and safe recovery and location of that youth.
Oh my gosh, she's got the cutest little hands. Chubby. She does it beautiful. And you know what? I'm so sad when they lose their job. Would you like to have a candy?
We all strive for the same goal, and that is to recover missing children. There is quite a relationship that we have with law enforcement, with RCMP, with other child finds in the country, and with other missing children associations across the country, and in the States as well. We ourselves can't issue any kind of Amber Alert. That is up to law enforcement. But the relationship that we have grown and nurtured over the years with other agencies, that is very helpful. And there's no because we are all charities, of course we're all looking for the same charitable dollar, but when it comes down to the kids that are missing, we're sharing so much. And here's a statistic for you: 900 missing people reports have been issued in PA alone in 1 year. So you can imagine all the sharing and all the agencies that are involved in that, and all the law enforcement. And that's just one city in Saskatchewan. When we are connected to all of North America, they're coming pretty fast and furious, and we're finding them. And that's what we need out there, are people just to see something a little odd, especially educators and counselors and the people who are dealing with young people. If something is off, if that child is in and out of different schools, if there is a request not to have that child videoed, or they don't want their picture taken, and just sort of that evasive, super private kind of thing going on with the child, that raises a few alarm bells.
I think we'll see if he stands. If he won't stand, okay, there you go.
If you can imagine 30 years ago, 20 years ago, maybe even 15 years ago, we had to get a good, clear picture of the person that went missing. Then we had to get a photo lab to print those out. They had to come back here. Then we had to build up a poster, photocopy it, fax it out. If you can imagine the timeline in that process. Now with this booklet and with social media, it is absolutely instantaneous. As soon as RCMP, say in the event of an Amber Alert, when they issue an Amber Alert, they send to us all the information plus a photo of the missing child. And that goes out immediately in a matter of moments. And it's not just by Child Find or by RCMP, the news media, other missing persons associations, everybody is out there, and it is just a flood of information going out there, and that is how they are found. And it's not only perhaps the photo of the child, it could be a photo of the abductor, the vehicle they were in, any of that kind of information. So if someone does see a vehicle go by that matches that description, they can call 911 and get things moving on it. It has just been amazingly wonderful. We've found children where they have gone missing simply because they just wanted to anger their parents, they didn't want to clean the room or whatever it was. And somebody's responded to us on Facebook and said, yep, I saw him over here, I saw him over there, I'm looking at him right now. And we found that child, contacted the parent, and they went and picked up their child.
If you have program ideas that you'd like to see on Max TV Local On Demand, write us at max.local@sasktel.com. Max TV programming is now available on Max TV on the Go at maxtvonthego.sasktel.com.